Kia ora, good evening. The catch cry used to be, take it easy, take the train. Tonight, though, we have figures that show it's becoming a turn-off for Wellington commuters.
The network's been plagued with disruptions, and now Kiwi Rail's found people are taking 400,000 fewer trips than they were a year ago. With more now on the story, let's go to Abby Scott at Wellington's main station. Abby.
Good evening. I've stood here on numerous occasions bringing you details of network failures and disruptions on Wellington's commuter rail line. Up until now, we've had no idea just what impact that's had on passenger numbers, but in Kiwi Rail's latest half-yearly report, we get the first indication of just what impact it's had. Every day, more than 20,000 people walk in and out of Wellington's railway station, but it seems some are walking out for good.
Can't count on it getting into town when it should be in town, so I take a car. Which is about the same odds, but at least I feel like I'm in control.
In the 6 months to the end of 2008, more than 6 million trips were taken on Transmetro. The same time last year, those numbers were down to just under 5.6 million, a 6% drop. That's 400,000 fewer trips. One News has discovered now it's even worse. Year on year, numbers are now down 7%.
It is bad, but you get this when you get an upgrading of the network.
That's a $500 million upgrade. Kiwi Rail says it always expected to lose passengers in the short term.
I would have thought around about 5 to 10% would have been the expected loss. That's what's happening. I mean, if you do disrupt people's plans and they're going by bus and the bus is much longer, you do get those problems.
A signal failure today on the Parapara-Umu line, the latest disruption. Kiwi Rail says it did have another option.
We could have closed down the entire network or parts of the network, but it's not really practical.
But that would have thousands of commuters without trains for 6 months.
It costs too much to drive and pack.
It's still the best option I've got.
Wellington Regional Council, who funds the service, says while the problems are unacceptable, it'll pay off.
For all this pain, there's some gain. We've got a whole new train system being put in place.
Whether the new system entices the commuters back on the rail won't become clear until the end of the year.
So, Abby, is there light at the end of the tunnel for commuters?
Kiwi Rail says that there is. New trains have been ordered and they're due to start arriving here in Wellington from the middle of this year. That will give them 48 new trains. The upgrade work is due to wrap up around the middle of 2011. Now that's involved things like widening tunnels, creating a third main line here into Wellington Station and extending the double tracking and electrification of the North Island trunk line. Kiwi Rail hopes that all of this will lead to improved reliability on their services. By the time things start winding down in the middle of next year on the upgrade, they hope more than 90% of trains will be running on time or as close to time as possible.
All right, thank you for that. Abby Scott reporting in Wellington.